Yaarnz.
Not many people know it, but DESCENDANCE is one of our most travelled Indigenous dance groups. Here's a yarn about a mob that goes walkabout, but to the world stage.
We've just got back from a tour of Africa and Europe. Altogether we covered something like 35,000 air miles and 5,000 kilometres by road and rail. From the beginning of the Baltic Sea right down, going through 5 countries in the Baltic, all by rail and road. And on top of the 35,000 kilometres in air miles. It was the biggest tour that we've ever done in our lives. One thing about these tours is we get treated like royalty. We were staying in great hotels. We were getting interviewed by the media. Our concerts were being televised.
From Australia's Indigenous people comes a dance which literally translates as shake a leg. Well, Africans across the continent recently experienced some of this Aboriginal culture.
The gods they're worshipped like a god. Turtle and Bennelong and the guys were seen as like prophets. On this recent tour, we played like rock stadiums, like Independence Square in Ghana. We played in Belarus, which is former Russian territory. Big stadiums that U2 or, Kylie Minogue would play at. Very interesting country, Belarus. It used to be part of Russia. It's now its own country. There's about 10 million people there. It's a dictatorship there. President Lukashenko. We actually performed for the president. The first night in Europe was very exciting. The show was being telecast all over Russia, all over the Eastern Bloc, Siberia, Ukraine, something in approximation of 100 million viewing audience. Now, most of the acts at this festival were, quite weird, like compared to an Aboriginal show. Like you got, 50, 60-year-old men still pop stars in their country. And lots of karaoke style acts and things like that. So we were just worried, what the hell are they going to think? An Aboriginal show amongst all this really sort of glossy white sort of stuff. But opening night was unbelievable. The audience just went absolutely crazy. And then after that, we became the celebrities of Belarus.
Ja samuti siis nende ettekanded räägivad maailma loomisest, nende ajaloost ja kõik see on seotud ikkagi loodusega, kuidas kala püüda, kuidas kõht ikka oleks täis ja süüa saada, et kõik on nagu loodusega seotud, kuidas üldse ellu jääda. Nad ei improviseeri laval, iga liigutus on juba sajandeid paigas.
That was infectious because it just from Belarus to Poland, we ended up becoming the hit in the festival, the Brave Festival in Poland.
Tegoroczna koncepcja festiwalu będzie nam towarzyszyć również w kolejnych edycjach. Mam tutaj na myśli podział na tak zwany New Brave, czyli taki nurt, który będzie pokazywał artystów, którzy opierają się na tej tradycyjnej kulturze, ale ją przetwarzają.
We got standing ovations every night in Poland, and it just became infectious. The more the guys heard the applause, the more they raised the level of the show, and the show just got better and better and better. And Estonia was the last country we performed in, and standing ovations every night. Performers of Descendance have really put Indigenous culture on the map in places like Russia, Korea, Hawaii, Africa. They've been everywhere, man. So it's wonderful. The Australian High Commission, Accra. Accra's in Ghana, by the way, if you didn't know. That's where we just came from, and I'm sure this will be a whole lot of DVDs from of photos and the shows we just did. We did an amazing show in Accra called The Gold Show, and this is The Gold Show. The Gold Show was the biggest fashion parade in Africa's history, and all these beautiful African women from all over Africa came. All the best designers came. They did a fashion parade, and Descendants were the guest performers at this fashion parade, which was telecast around Africa.
Ladies, are you ready to have fun with me tonight? Yep. I can feel your energy. It is positive, and I love it. Coming up onto this stage and this beautiful runway is a surprise performance from Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, a night of culture, tradition, beauty, glamour, gifts, and a single thing, sexy. Put your hands together for this special performance from Australia.
I loved it, enjoyed it. Hope we get another chance to go back there and see the people again, but to go actually into the village and show them our culture, because they don't know about, you know, that we are Black Aboriginals, Black Australians of this land. Like, it's really for like the money that we get for the shows, and like when we look at them, they're like doing slave labor still. Like in these days, they get paid $2 a show, you know, $2 a week, which is very sad. But it was good, like, you know, to meet them and see. It was a good experience. Like South Africa was good as well, but in Ghana it was like very sad because we went into the village and there's people walking on the street trying to sell you things that, you know, that they're trying to make money for their family, you know, they'll call the prices. They go thieve and they come back and trying to sell it. It was good, like we buy some stuff and just, you know, give them extra tips and then.
brought us back down to earth about how much poverty Africa does have and how much they are behind in technology and all that. But we went over there with nothing but our culture and our ancestors with us, and we did a really, really fantastic job. Then we moved on to a place called Ghana, where again we learn about their history, which is not that much different to our history in respect to the government and how everything's controlled. We met some very special people, and we also we made a lot of friends over there. Everywhere we went, we all stuck together. It was a very, very long tour, but we did it, and I must say that I won't be doing it ever again.
Taking our culture to the world. Descendants are doing a great job. See ya.